Outs are hard to come by right now. I did feel like my stuff was pretty good tonight. I didn't have anything that even remotely resembled a curveball tonight, and that was, difficult. That's usually a pitch that I'm able to land in zone and get ahead of guys and use it for some putaways. I feel like I leaned a little bit too much on the slider tonight. I felt like it was better. I was getting a lot more chase from the righties, but kind of pinholed myself into, forcing myself to throw it to the lefties because I didn't trust the curveball much. I was happy with the changeup. I thought I threw really good changeups, used it, and some of the lefties and got some good results with that, which I haven't used it a ton. So a few things positive to take away, but it's just frustrating, man. Leave a few pitches fat that got hit hard, and there's plenty of times throughout the course of the season, for every pitcher that you throw those and you get away with them, and I'm just not getting away with them right now. So I think if I control the zone a little better and get ahead of guys, keep them in swing mode, I'll get some better results. But 2 or 3 9-pitch at bats, a couple walks, just ran my pitch count up, and didn't really give me a chance to stay in there. Just execution, man. I think the more you start executing, the more your confidence gets up, and there's a little more conviction in the pitch. I've been in between the slider, for the last, I don't know, however many weeks. There are some really good ones in the bullpen between starts and feel like I got a good feel for it, and then game day just doesn't show up sometimes. And, you're out there competing. You try to just, bounce around and feel your pitches out and see what's working and just kind of do what the game's telling you to do, and you just don't get the results sometimes. So it's frustrating, but I'm not discouraged, man. I got no problem working hard and finding my way out of this. I've been here before, and I'll get back to where I need to be. So
this hasn't been so far this season the kind of command you've shown in the last 3 years. What do you make of that? Just are you working back from?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I've been a big, heavy breaking ball pitcher the last couple of years, and I just haven't been locating that pitch and commanding it as well as I have in the past. And I think maybe a little bit of a new slider grip has altered some of the rotation of my breaking balls. The curveball and the slider. So trying to find a consistent feel for that, where I feel like at foot strike I can just rip it and trust that it's going to get to where I need to get it to get, and it never did. It never gets there every time. You're going to leave some pitches over the middle, but cutting back on those numbers of pitches that you leave over the middle is it's important. So I got to be a little better, and I'm excited. I'm ready to put some work in, dude. I'm tired of feeling like this after start, so I'm ready to earn it.
Mike, just command issues in the zone for Joe tonight on the long balls?
I think at the end of the sequences, yes. I thought, won't speak for him clearly. You guys will talk to him, but I thought the stuff was coming out pretty good, and the sequences were good. Just wasn't able to, with certain guys, finish them. So I think that was the biggest thing, but the stuff is still encouraging.
With Noel tonight, he looked pretty tough with a two-seam fastball curveball combination. Is there anything more you guys could have done possibly, or just a tough night with a guy?
Tough sledding when the guy's commanding the ball to both sides of the plate. Changing speeds. He was pretty much pitching where he wanted to. He's on the corners a lot, getting ahead in the counts and changing speeds. That was nice pitching performance by him. One of the better ones we've seen this year.
What can you assess about Joe's season? The stuff seems at times to be really, really good, typical Joe. But finishing guys has been an issue, and there have been some rough starts.
There has. I think it's just about the consistent execution. I think that's going to be the case with pretty much any pitcher, including Joe. And listen, I know he's frustrated. Like I say, the stuff's there. The Christmas, the pitches have been there recently. The breaking ball's been there. The slider's improved. The fastball's had some life to it. It's just about being able to finish out hitters. And, sometimes you run through a place where, you're over the plate a little bit too much and you pay for it. And Joe's in that mix a little bit. So he'll be fine. Again, like I said, there'd be some concern if it wasn't as crisp or it wasn't as he didn't feel as good as he does. But, he's just got to finish hitters.
I know it was a long time, or it seems like a long time ago, but that play in the first inning to end the first inning by Manny, how good was it to see that back?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it's the highlight of my note. That and Graham Pauley. Just to go out, and I told Ruben, I said, probably not Schwarber. I wish he would have been the first ball it hit to him. To start the game, I was like, there's a pretty good chance Turner's going to hit a ground ball to Manny. And just like, boom. In the backhand, it's like, all right. And, I turned to Victor, and he's like, what a guy. Like, what? It's just so easy, and just great to see him out there. Wish we had a better circumstances to celebrate it, but it was really good to see the big man out in the hot corner. Yeah, he's a tireless worker. Again, I can only I can't speak for how he's feeling, but I can only articulate what I see. And I see a guy, I mean, you know, Joe Musgrove. Care factor is super high. The work ethic's off the charts. The you know, dedication for this team being great is high. And, you know, he's delivered for this organization quite a bit. And there's a lot of bright moments in the future for Joe. But when he doesn't have as many as he'd like, you know, there's a frustration level. But he's a professional, and he handles it with the utmost professionalism. And he's just a real pro. And I know it's, you know, eating at him a little bit, but it only fuels Joe. So, you know, I'm confident he's going to be in a good spot for a long time this season.
I know probably not tomorrow with their starter, but might Graham Pauley get some more looks at DH?
I think that's well within reason. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow they got a tough lefty going, so maybe a different look. And of course, we got Manny. That'll likely be in that spot. You know, unless he comes in and pounds the table and says he wants back at third and feels great. But I think we'll probably be smart and get him back in the DH spot tomorrow. And but yeah, he took two good at bats tonight, and you know, almost hit a three-run homer to give us, you know, the lead back or get us the lead. And you know, he's earning them some more opportunity.
I mean, yeah, you know, that felt good. Needed to get kind of the monkey off my back. Just want to get consistent ABs. You know, hit the ball hard. You know, stop striking out as much. You know, that's been an issue. So, you know, it was good getting in there, just being confident, and you know, having consistent good ABs. So.
It felt like a monkey off your back.
Yeah, you know, it feels like a while since, you know, I had some really good ABs consistently, and you know, I felt like today I put a lot of good ABs together. So hopefully just continue to string that along and, you know, carry that to tomorrow and the rest of the year. So.
I think that first one's the first time you've gotten Petco. Did you think that one was?
Yeah, you know, I thought I got it, but didn't go out. But, you know, it's part of the game. You know, just you got to kind of brush it off and go into the next AV and just clear head and be ready to go. You know, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at it. You know, it's tough. It's something that I've never really done before, but I feel like, you know, I'm open to anything, whatever that role is. If it's DHing, then I'll be ready for those ABs. If it's pinch hitting, late in games, if it's playing in the field, then I'll be ready. So, yeah, just open to anything and, you know, want to help this team win.